Welcome to WAC Basketball Preview Day here in Denver, Colorado. I'm Rachel Vigil, and alongside me is Nicole Powell of Grand Canyon, the women's basketball coach. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Good. Let's talk about Midnight Madness. How was the night for you?
As always, it was late, but it was utterly fantastic. Pulled out all the stops, and our teams, men's and women's basketball, had a fantastic time, as well as all the Havocs.
Yes, I was going to say, are you excited for the Havocs this season?
Totally. They are the best fans, I'm going to say it, in college basketball, are our Havocs, and we're just really lucky and fortunate to have them.
Did you have a costume this year?
No costume this year,
costume.
But I did hang on for my life on the golf cart because I think we were popping wheelies, we were up on two wheels, but we made it, we survived, and it was fun.
Was it both you and Coach Marley?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. And who had the best walkout to the dance? I know that's how you guys kind of introduced the teams.
Yeah, I was really impressed with my team this year, I have to say. Really creative. I don't know, we had somebody rolling out, somebody came out with glasses and kind of tossed them, but lots of good energy. Cheer, band, dance. I think we had a drum line. Wow. Pulled out all the stops at GCU. It was great.
Nice. I'm so happy to hear that. Let's talk about the season now. Okay. What's your mindset going into this new year?
My mindset is just to enjoy the process. We've got a really young team, lots of underclassmen, and so we are really teaching the game quite a bit, slowing things down. My team has great personality, great enthusiasm, and so every day it's a joy to get out there with them. But we're going through the ropes of not having experience, which can be okay. But I hope that will get better come March. I mean, that's just stay on this trajectory is kind of the plan.
You have 4 freshmen. How do you feel that they've adjusted so far?
Oh my gosh, I love our freshmen. Again, just each of them have such a different personality, but they're really unselfish young women. They enjoy each other. They're all roommates. They do every single thing together. They have a lot of fun, and so it's an enjoyable experience to get on the court with them and coach them up. And
then 8 total newcomers, including those freshmen. Yeah. What are your first early impressions?
Like I said, we just have a lot of personality on this team. And in the enthusiasm, I think, is such an important key because they like practice. They like getting out there. They want to get better. Anytime I'm in my office at different hours, whether it's the morning or evening when I pop in, I hear the balls going, I hear the music playing, and I'll kind of peek down there and see my players out there. And as a coach, that's what you want. You want players who love the game just as much as you do and who want to get better and are motivated. And we have that kind of group.
That's a great group. Friends of Jacqueline.
Yes.
Not a lot of universities do that, but you guys were able to do that. Can you tell us about the little girl that you guys adopted?
Yeah, nice call. So we have a young woman who has joined our team. I mean, she signed a letter of intent. She's officially part of the GC women's basketball team. Her and her family are just incredible, fighting for her life, truly. She's an inspiration, but despite some of her limitations, she's fearless. I mean, she gets out there. She loves basketball, by the way. It's her favorite sport. That was a miracle in itself, just to have that's what she wanted to do, and we got matched up to be her team. It's just been incredible. So thank you so much for bringing that up.
Yeah, how do you feel like the team handled it? Obviously, it's kind of a difficult situation when, somebody's not exactly feeling well and not doing well, but you have to have your girls be those leaders and kind of include them in everything. How do you think they did with that?
That's what's I think so neat about this experience for Friends of Jacqueline is in that moment, all the pain, worry, stress, even for the family, kind of goes away, and you just create this magical time, and it really starts with the young person as her joy and happiness just to be engaged with our team. She's not thinking about her illness. She's just in the moment, having fun. And so it kind of takes everybody out of what might be the seriousness of the situation that's going on. And in that moment, we just play and just have fun and giggle and laugh. And that was the coolest thing about it is it's just kind of a sense of normalcy, just for any young kid who wants to get out there and spend time with friends.
Would you do it again?
100%. And she's with us the whole year. So we expect to have her around quite a bit and at games, and her family's absolutely lovely. And so we feel really lucky that we get to be a part of her life.
Throw her in with the Havocs.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, on that positive note, I will hand it over to the media.
All right. Coach, the Lopes are picked in the bottom half of the polls by both the coaches and the media. I'm sure you have higher expectations, so why are the polls wrong?
I think it's a fair assumption. I don't blame coaches in the media for where they picked us. We have 11 underclassmen, and you don't gain experience until you actually get experience. You just can't rush it. So I understand why we're where we're at. Of course, as a coach, I do have higher expectations for us, but it's going to be a huge learning curve, and it's going to take some time. So I don't expect us to be playing our best basketball here in November or even in December, January. That's going to come in March. But like I said, we've got a group of young women who are truly motivated, who enjoy working together. They have high expectations, and so they know every single day what we're working towards, and they just want to get better each and every day, and I think we'll get there in the end. That's the goal.
Coach, 2 players on your roster, Laura Pieta and Carla Balague, helped the Spanish national team earn a bronze medal in the U19 World Championships. What does that experience mean to those 2, and what can they bring back from that to help the team this year?
First of all, we're really proud of Laura and Carla, and just sophomores for us. And so to be a part of their national team for many years now, but to go out and get the bronze in the World Championship behind USA and Australia was an incredible feat, and they gained a lot of experience. I think that will carry over. Again, even though we are young and have a lot to learn, we have winners on our team who have been in big moments and big situations, and they understand what it takes to achieve an important goal. And so I think that's what they're bringing back to our team.
How important is a strong showing in non-conference play in terms of preparing for WAC play?
Say that again.
How important is a strong showing in conference play in terms of
I'm not really worried about what we show in non-conference. Again, this is a long-term project. We're not going to go undefeated this year. That's just the truth of the matter. But I do think we're going to be playing our best basketball come March and February. And so we just got to gain experience. We've got to learn how to, compete. And I think we'll do that in our non-conference schedule. So wins and losses, I don't know what that's going to look like, but I know getting the experience for us is going to be the most important thing come conference.
You mentioned 8 newcomers on this year's roster. Who are some of the new faces you expect to stand out?
I'll start with our freshmen. I just think we've got a terrific group who come in, all are winners. Jada Moss comes from St. Mary Stockton, a perennial top 10 high school program. She's used to winning. She's used to competing and being in big moments. Tavia Roel is our kid out of Vancouver, Canada. Again, her team is used to winning championships. And so I think all of that really matters come to the next level of knowing what it takes to win and having that championship mindset. Mae Bryant out of Seattle, Washington, same thing, won a high school state championship this past year. And so we're really looking forward to them having those high expectations, even though they're freshmen. Doesn't really matter. We want to have that kind of mindset coming into the season. So I'm really excited about that group.
Nicole, Kyle McDonald with WAC Hoops Digest. How do you handle, especially with a young group, the hype, the hype that surrounds GCU, the pressure that maybe comes from needing to win now, and how do you not let that pressure get to your players, or you help them understand that, just focus on what you're doing now and getting better rather than focusing on what the pressure is coming from, whether it's students, alumni, right, administration, and stuff like that.
Right. Again, there's something kind of fun about such a young group is they don't really think about that stuff. They just are kind of in the moment. And also Jada Holland, one of our other freshmen I forgot to mention, coming from Bishop O'Dowd, another winning program. They're just okay with what's coming. They're not worried about that. We've talked about our big goal at the end and what we want to accomplish, but every single day we talk about the process and getting better. That's what we focus on, and they're okay with that. So I think they understand, what it's going to take. They know they're young, but they're kind of oblivious to any outside pressures. They want to do well. They have their own standards. And so I think just insulating from that kind of talk has been important for us. It's not a part of our vocabulary. It's not a part of the conversation. It's what are we working on today? What's our goal this week? Individually, we have those goals for each of our players, and then as a team, what do we need to achieve, and are we doing that each day? And that's what we kind of talk about every single day, and hopefully that, you know, those little chunks of each day and each week will just build upon each other, and we'll see that progress. One of the really cool things I can say with such a young group is how much we've grown from the summer. We are already so much better than we were back in July. And I have to remind them of that. You know, that's my job as a coach too, is of course critical feedback and pushing them out of their comfort zone, but also reminding them of how far they've come. And as a player, sometimes it's hard to remember that because you're like trying to get to the next thing. And I have to say to our players, remember, you know, back in August, you couldn't do this. Remember this, we couldn't do that. We couldn't achieve even some of the drills that we do as a team. We weren't able to accomplish those goals. Now we're able to do that. And so I try to remind them of the positive steps that we've already taken and keep them encouraged.
All righty, Coach. Well, thank you. We appreciate the time, and of course, best of luck this season.
All right, thank you so much.
Next up, we'll have Jim Hayford from Seattle University. Stay tuned.